welcome to this custom-tailored deep dive designed specifically for you.
Yeah, we are looking at a stack of excerpts today from the classic personal finance book, The Millionaire Next Door.
Our mission today is to shatter that whole Hollywood illusion of wealth and define what it actually means to be wealthy.
Right, to extract the surprising everyday habits of America's self-made millionaires.
Exactly, to give you the ultimate shortcut to financial independence. So, okay, let's unpack this. Look, anyone listening to this already knows having a massive income doesn't automatically mean you possess true wealth.
No, definitely not.
But what this source material does that is so striking is it puts undeniable data behind the illusion of the high earner.
Yeah, the sources categorize these high earners into two main profiles.
Okay.
You have your prodigious accumulators of wealth, or PAWs, and your under-accumulators of wealth, the UAWs.
And to put it simply, PAWs are people who build net worth far above what you'd expect for their age and income bracket, right?
Exactly. While UAWs earn a ton, but their bank accounts are empty because they spend it all maintaining a lifestyle. And what's fascinating here is that most actual millionaires, the PAWs, do not look rich at all.
They call the UAW lifestyle being big hat, no cattle.
Big hat, no cattle, yes.
Yeah.
The people displaying the hyper-luxurious lifestyle usually have very little actual wealth behind the scenes.
So if the real millionaires aren't wearing Armani and driving off the lot in a new Ferrari every year, what are they actually buying?
The survey numbers reveal a completely different reality. The typical millionaire has never spent more than $399 on a suit.
Wow, not even $400.
Never. And they've never dropped more than $140 on a pair of shoes.
Right.
Or $235 on a watch.
So definitely no Rolexes.
No, instead of flashing platinum cards at high-end luxury boutiques, they overwhelmingly prefer using regular credit cards from JCPenney or Sears.
And what about in the driveway?
They are mostly driving older, reliable cars like Fords rather than leasing this year's luxury car.
Here's where it gets really interesting to me. You would naturally assume making a massive salary is the hardest part of the equation.
Right.
But the data shows frugality playing defense is the absolute cornerstone of wealth. It is all about what you keep. The sources highlight two high-earning doctors to illustrate this divide.
Oh, yeah, Dr. South and Dr. North.
Right. Dr. South, who's a classic UAW, and Dr. North, a textbook Paul. Both of these doctors earn well over $700,000 a year.
But Dr. South spent over 60 grueling hours aggressively negotiating to buy a $65,000 Porsche.
Just the hours.
It completely consumed his time and energy because he had this deep psychological need to display his status.
Whereas Dr. North, on the other hand, cares about utility. He spent almost no time at all effortlessly buying a 3-year-old used Mercedes for a fraction of the cost.
And it isn't just about the money Dr. North saved on the depreciation of that car.
Right. It is about where he redirected his mental energy.
He channels that energy into financial planning. PAWs allocate about 8.4 hours a month to carefully planning their investments.
Which is nearly double what UAWs spend.
Exactly. Highlighted by the story of Mrs. Rule, the millionaire auctioneer, who rigorously budgets every category of her family's spending.
Tapping every dollar.
Making sure it's working for her while folks earning twice her income live paycheck to paycheck because they have zero financial defense.
Which brings us to, perhaps, the biggest lever they pull. Navigating taxes.
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture, the ultimate wealth-building rule the PAWs follow is to minimize realized taxable income and maximize unrealized appreciating wealth.
True millionaires measure success by their net worth, not by the cash flow hitting their checking account to be taxed.
They invest in assets that grow quietly. The Ross Perot example is perfect for this.
Right. Despite his billions, he paid an estimated 8.5% on his realized income.
Which equated to just 0.8% of his total net worth.
That is far less than the equivalent tax burden of an average American household.
Because he wasn't pulling out massive taxable cash to fund a flashy lifestyle, he was letting the assets compound.
So what does this all mean? It means wealth isn't about what you spend to impress others. It's about what you accumulate.
This raises an important question.
If your friends and neighbors could suddenly see your actual net worth instead of just the car you drive and the clothes you wear, would they still think you are wealthy?